I knocked on my boss's door at 2 p.m. on a Thursday, wearing a fully rented black tuxedo and holding a completely frozen, rock-solid turkey in my arms. When he opened the door, he was wearing a football jersey and sweatpants.
Wait, a rented tuxedo and a frozen turkey? What were you thinking?
I had no idea what Thanksgiving actually looked like. My boss invited me over and said we were having a traditional Thanksgiving dinner. In my home country, when your boss invites you to a holiday dinner, it means formal attire. And he specifically told me over the phone, feel free to bring a bird. I didn't know you had to cook it for 8 hours. I just bought one from the freezer section at the supermarket on my way there.
That is amazing. I can just imagine you standing on his porch holding a block of ice shaped like a bird while wearing a tuxedo. But I totally get the confusion. When I was invited to my first Thanksgiving, my neighbor told me they were having a potluck. I spent the whole week thinking a potluck was a traditional card game we were going to play with a pot of money.
A pot of money? That would make the holiday much more exciting. But yeah, potluck just means every guest brings a different dish to share. What did you end up doing?
I showed up empty-handed. I just walked in, ready to play a game, and saw a massive table full of 50 different dishes. The host asked me what I brought, and my mind went blank. I panicked and pointed at a half-empty bottle of water I had in my purse.
Pointing at a water bottle. That is rough. But really, navigating the food is the hardest part. You look at the table and half the stuff doesn't make sense to an outsider.
Exactly. Like the sweet potatoes with marshmallows on top. I thought someone made a terrible mistake in the kitchen and dropped candy into the vegetables. But then everyone started asking me if I wanted white meat or dark meat. I had no idea what that meant. I was looking around, wondering if there was a black turkey hidden somewhere.
White meat or dark meat? That is the classic Thanksgiving question. It just refers to the parts of the turkey. The breast is white meat because it is lighter and drier, and the legs and thighs are dark meat because they are juicier.
That makes so much more sense. I just told them I wanted normal meat, and everyone at the table stopped and stared at me.
Normal meat. I love that. And after you eat all that normal meat and the candy vegetables, you get hit with the food coma.
Food coma. I hear people say that all the time after a big lunch at the office. Does it just mean you want to sleep?
Exactly. When you eat so much heavy food, especially turkey and carbs, your body just shuts down. You fall onto the couch, unbutton your pants, and stare at the football game on TV without actually watching it. That is a food coma.
I need to use that phrase. Usually when I finish eating at a party, I say, my stomach has reached its maximum capacity. I can no longer consume nutrients.
You sound like a robot shutting down for the night. Instead of saying your stomach is at maximum capacity, you can just say, I am absolutely stuffed, or I couldn't eat another bite.
I am stuffed. That sounds much cozier and natural. What about when someone invites you? If someone says, do you want to come to my Thanksgiving? I usually say, I will prepare a food item to transport to your residence.
Transport to your residence. Very formal, very legal. You can just ask, what can I bring? Or if you already have an idea, you can say, I'll bring a side dish, or I'll bring dessert.
What can I bring? It is so simple, but it is exactly what I never think to say. I always overcomplicate the grammar in my head.
We all do. Now, let's put it into practice. Imagine I am hosting Thanksgiving this year. You are coming over. We are in my living room. The football game is on the TV, and it is time to eat. Let's see how you handle it.
All right, I am ready. No formal suits and no water bottles this time.
Hey, Emily. I am so glad you could make it. Come on in.
Thanks for having me, Paul. Happy Thanksgiving. I brought a pumpkin pie for dessert. Where should I put it?
Oh, awesome, thank you. Just set it right on the kitchen counter. We are about to start carving the turkey. Do you prefer white meat or dark meat?
I will take some dark meat, please. It looks amazing.
Coming right up. Grab some mashed potatoes too. So, before we dig in, we always go around the table. What are you thankful for this year?
I am thankful for good friends, great food, and finally knowing what a potluck is.
I will drink to that. Pass the gravy. End scene. Emily, that was perfect.
That felt really natural. I didn't feel like I was taking an English exam at the dinner table.
And that is exactly the goal. Thanksgiving is all about relaxing, eating too much, and falling asleep on the couch in a food coma. Just remember, the turkey goes in the oven, not the freezer, before you arrive.
I will definitely remember that. Thanks for sharing your frozen turkey disaster, Paul. I feel a lot more prepared for next Thursday.
You are going to do great. Catch you later, Emily.